kitchen, or welcome back. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make one of my favorites, blueberry lemon pound cake. Except I'm going to be teaching you how to do it with just a few little tweaks that's going to save you a lot of calories and fat, but it's still going to be full of flavor. No one will ever know our little secret. Let me show you how. You're going to start out with 2 cups of granulated sugar, and to that you are going to add in 1/3 of a cup of butter, and you want to get this a little bit softened, put it in the microwave for a few seconds. Then you're going to use 1/3 fat less cream cheese, and we're going to need about 4 ounces of that. And if it's too cold, maybe leave it out for just a little bit before you do this so you can get it out easily. Then you're just going to cream everything together and get it all mixed up before we add in our eggs. And then we are going to add in 1 egg white, and then we are going to do 3 eggs, any kind of eggs. I just happen to have brown in my refrigerator. Whatever you have is fine. I don't like to always name my videos lighter versions of things because then I find that people don't want to make them, but really there's nothing that you are missing in this cake. I cannot tell you how good it is. Then you're just going to mix all of this together. I find that using yogurt or fat-free sour cream or fat-free buttermilk really can save you a ton of calories instead of using different kinds of fat, and it tastes just the same. Then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of some good vanilla, and then we are going to mix this all together. And then we are going to be adding in some lemon yogurt. Just find whatever you can find at the store. Even if you have Greek, that would work too. Just make it give a little bit more of a tang to it. Then we're just gonna whip it up all together. I think this also would be a great Labor Day dessert because of the colors. You could add in a little bit more. Then you're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You are going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Then we are going to add in our flour, and I do have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. You want to slowly add it in so you don't make a huge mess. And we're just going to blend this flour all together. And I will have the recipe either in the description box or underneath the video, or you can also screenshot it at the end. And now we're just gonna zest a little bit of the outside of the lemon. Remember when you're zesting that you don't want to get to the white part, just the yellow, and we just want just a little bit to add a little zing to our cake. It's best to use a microplane if you have one. If you don't have one, you could use a grater. You just have to be careful that, again, that you're only getting the very outside of the lemon, and you just want to do probably about, I don't know, about the 1/2 of a lemon, just, you know, as enough zest to give it a little, I don't know, a little flavor into your cake. Then you're just going to go ahead and blend that all in. Then you're going to need 2 cups of blueberries. I have fresh. You could also use frozen, whatever you would like. And then what we're going to do is we are going to add in 2 tablespoons of flour into our blueberries. I know you're thinking, Sonia, why are we going to be doing that? We're going to be doing that so they don't all go straight to the bottom, and they actually are suspended in our cake. It is really important that you take your blueberries and you just fold them in. Make sure you do not use your mixer for this part, that you're just lightly folding them in so you don't squish them. So one more thing, here's our bun pan. Whatever kind of bun pan you're using, or if you have a tube pan, that's fine too. Spray it. And when you think you're done spraying, spray a little more. I'm actually going to be using the pan one that's baking with flour. I kind of like that one. Or you could do just like a regular cooking spray and then lightly dust a little flour. That'll ensure that your bunch is going to come out. I recently made one for my son's birthday, and I guess I wasn't paying attention. I was watching TV while I was baking, and I didn't spray it enough, and it got stuck. And I had to, like, you know, get out all the pieces and kind of assemble it together and put a little glaze so nobody knew. So don't do that. Make sure you spray it really well. So then you're just going to go ahead and pour your mix for your cake into your bundt pan and just get it evenly distributed throughout your pan. Then you're going to pop it into your oven at 350 probably for about an hour, 15 hour and 30 minutes until your toothpick or knife comes out clean. This is what it looks like. You're going to need to let it sit on the counter probably for at least 20 to 30 minutes to cool. I left it on its bottom and then I popped it on its side so I can try to get this out in one piece. Okay, this is the part we say a little prayer. I have had our cake out for a while on the counter cooling. I have platter, we're gonna put it on. So I'm gonna turn this upside down, pull it, and then pull it over. That's how you should try to do it if you don't have like a little thing for your cake, maybe just a big plate, platter, whatever you got, I know it'll work. Okay, y'all, let's flip it. Are you ready? Say a little prayer. Okay, let's see if it came out. It did. I knew it would. Woo! Okay, now let's make something to go on top. Just give it a little extra sweetness. I don't normally measure this part, so I was like, I'm not sure how much I normally do. I started out with a half a cup, and then I was like, no, that's not enough. So I ended up putting in probably about 1 cup of powdered sugar, and basically I just put lemon juice till it becomes the consistency that I think should be on the top of my cake. I don't want it too thin, though some people like a really thin amount. I like mine a little bit thicker, and I probably took, I don't know, probably almost the juice of 1 medium to large size lemon. So if you've never done this, you have an idea of how much lemon you need to do. And then I just mix it up till it got pretty thick. And then for the fun part, I also put in just a little bit of zest to give a little bit more oomph into our little frosting that we're putting on the top. Oh, it's so good. It is so much better if you can actually pour over your confectioner's sugar mixed with your lemon instead of spooning it over. It'll give a better drippy effect to your cake. Doesn't it look so pretty and so easy to do? Okay guys, it's here, it's all ready. I'm excited to give this a taste. I hope all of you give this a try. Remember, you can make all kinds of small substitutions that really add up to a lot of calories and fat and just eating healthier, so you can still have your dessert all the time. That's what it's about. There's no way I could eat healthy all the time without having a little sweet something. Okay, let's give this a try. Wow. This is so good. The lemon with the blueberries mixed together, that's always a winning combination, and this is delicious. I hope you guys give this all a try. Make sure you give this a big thumbs up. Make sure you share it out with your friends, and I hope to see you back here next week. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.